What if the single most powerful solution to the plastic crisis wasn't about what we throw away and how we deal with it, but about what we never create in the first place? Yes. My journey with plastic started with ocean conservation work. I remember leading beach cleanups, running my hands through the sand, looking for bits of color, and finding plastic bottle caps, cigarette butts, and feeling so angry at the litter bugs. Like many, I learned about plastic crisis through this lens of waste. Plastic bags clogging up rivers, plastic straws in a turtle's nose, overflowing landfills, waste exports to other countries, as if the plastic crisis had been created by people's habits and not by the sheer volume of waste that these companies are producing. Because what they really don't want us to know is that plastic pollutes long before it reaches you. From extraction to disposal, plastic pollutes across its entire life cycle. More of a death cycle, really. A little known fact is that 99% of plastic is made from fossil fuels. As we implement more renewable energy solutions and the world moves away from oil for fuel, oil and gas companies are doubling down on turning fossil carbon into endless streams of plastic. This is not an exaggeration. By 2050, we could have doubled to tripled the amount of plastic, worsening the climate crisis. And this is not because consumers are asking for more, but because industry, the real litter bugs and culprits, are flooding our markets with it and concealing the risks. There are over 16,000 chemicals known to be associated with the production of plastics. Out of these, 4,200 are known to present significant hazards to human and environmental health, from reproductive issues to hormone disruption. Plastic causes a lot of harm as it breaks up and enters our environment, entering the most remote parts of our world, our water, the air, and even future generations, as we are finding it in every single organ tested, including the placenta and testicles. And frontline and fence-line communities, those living near production sites, landfills, dump sites, incinerators, oftentimes Black, brown, indigenous, and rural communities, are hit first and worst and dealing with cumulative health exposures. But no matter where you are, whether you're inside your home or outside, plastic touches all of us. Every single one of us is breathing in microplastics right now. In fact, recent studies have shown that the average human brain contains the equivalent of 1 plastic spoon's worth of microplastics inside of it. Woof. Overwhelming, right? So how do we move the solutions upstream and turn off the tap on plastic production? One place is packaging. One trip to the grocery store alone is enough to show you how plastic has flooded our lives. In fact, 40% of all plastic produced today is used for packaging. Wrappers, bags, containers, items that we use for minutes at a time and then throw away, while the plastic itself lasts forever. Think about that. Pulling dead matter from the ground, mixing it into a chemical soup, poisoning people's communities. For what? A disposable coffee lid? A disposable utensil? Items that we use for minutes at a time. Items that can be easily and beautifully replaced by reusables that bring local jobs, protect communities, and reduce harm. Because make no mistake, what impacts one community eventually touches us all. We are deeply interconnected, like the very oceans that give us oxygen, or the mycelium root-like threads of fungi. But the good news is there are solutions, many, because this is not a silver bullet type issue, and they're happening right now. From the barangays in the Philippines pioneering community-led reuse, to parishes in Louisiana standing up for environmental justice. People everywhere are rising up and working towards a world where no one is disposable. And people like myself are part of a global movement working towards massive reductions in single-use plastics, using every angle, from policy reforms to brand audits, corporate accountability, zero-waste initiatives, and powerful organizing to promote lasting solutions. Because at its heart, it's simple. We have to turn off the tap. And that means ending the unchecked production of plastics and investing in systems like reuse. Remember the milkman? That restore our health and connections to ourselves, our communities, and our environment. Together, we can call for the systems change that we deserve and work towards a world where the air that we breathe, the water we drink, the oceans that connect us are free of the toxic byproducts of plastic pollution. Let's stop making so much plastic. Because the best way to deal with plastic is not by putting it somewhere else, but by ensuring it is never made in the first place. Our collective futures depend on it.